Hello and welcome to another complete OCR GCSE PE lesson where you'll learn absolutely everything you need to know on topic 4.1, characteristics of skillful movement and classification of skills. As always, we'll be following the OCR syllabus exactly and we'll cover absolutely everything you need to know for your final exam. For topic 4.1, you need to know about the characteristics of skillful movement applied to examples from sport and the classification of skills, including the simple to complex and open to closed skill continua. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a moment to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when the next topic is uploaded. The first thing that you need to know is the definition of the term motor skill, which is an action or task that has a target or goal and that requires voluntary body movement to achieve this goal. The way in which motor skills are executed largely determines the quality of a performance, and at the very highest level, several characteristics can be observed. They are efficient, predetermined, coordinated, fluent, and aesthetic. Efficiency means achieving maximum results or productivity with minimum wasted effort. For example, a cricket player executing a drive transfers their body weight and times their contact point to achieve maximum power while still maintaining control. Likewise, an efficient golfer wastes no energy, as all their effort is transferred to the ball at contact. Predetermined means decided upon in advance, and skillful performers demonstrate this through their actions. For example, a gymnast thoroughly rehearses their floor routine prior to an event, and a tennis player uses a predetermined strategy to exploit the weaknesses of their opponent. Coordination is the ability to repeat a pattern or sequence of movements with fluency and accuracy. It's associated with using multiple body parts together, for example dribbling, stepping, jumping and releasing the ball when performing a layup in basketball. Fluent means using movements that are smooth and flowing, without hesitation or stumbling. Gymnasts require fluency when linking movements together during a beam routine, while skillful rugby players are able to pick up the ball and pass in a single flowing movement. Finally, aesthetic refers to the appearance of a skill, and aesthetically pleasing movements look good to the eye. Aesthetics are particularly important for divers and figure skaters, who are judged largely on the appearance of their actions. Okay, so that's everything you need to know on the characteristics of skillful movement, so we'll move on now to section 2 on the classification of skills. Classifying skills is important as it helps us to understand how a skill can most effectively be learned or taught. Skills can be classified as open or closed and simple or complex. So open skills are those that are affected by the surrounding environment and require performers to make perceptual decisions. Environmental factors include the weather, pitch conditions, and the actions of opponents and teammates. Open skills are most obviously seen in team sports, where performers need to react and adjust to situations that are constantly changing. Closed skills, on the other hand, are unaffected by the environment or the performers in it. Decision-making is generally unnecessary and skills are performed in the same way each time. Examples of closed skills include swimming, rowing, athletic field events, and shooting free throws in basketball. Now, since very few skills can be classified as completely open or closed, a continuum is used so that skills can be placed between the two extremes. For example, archery should be placed towards the closed end of the continuum as environmental influences are minimal. The scenario doesn't change from one arrow to the next, and the skill is performed almost in the same way each time. It's not completely closed, however, as environmental changes such as the wind may influence how the skill is performed. Next, simple skills are those that require little in the way of judgments or decision-making, and as a result, they can generally be taught whole. Examples of simple skills include running and swimming, where very few decisions, other than to dive at the start of the race and perform the stroke, need to be made. In contrast, if there are lots of variables and decisions to be made, the skill is known as a complex skill. For example, when passing in rugby, the constant movement of teammates and opponents mean that many judgments need to be made before the skill is performed. When batting in cricket, the position of fielders and the line length and speed of the bowler's delivery must all be taken into account when deciding which shot to play. Serving in tennis is placed somewhere in the middle of the simple-complex continuum, as it's performed similarly each time, but some decisions like where to direct the serve, how much spin to apply, and how hard to hit it still need to be made. Well done, you've just covered absolutely everything you need to know on topic 4.1, characteristics of skillful movement and classification of skills. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate your subscription, and I'll see you next time for topic 4.2, goal setting.